All right, guys, welcome back to Rebel Scrapyard. Today we are making a video. Some of you purchased an unassembled R2 Sail Barge kit from us. And this is one of the two options that you're gonna get. We have the random colored piece where you're gonna get, the 7, tray pieces. You're gonna get the coasters. You're gonna get the leg parts. And it's all going to be in one box, obviously. You can also get it unassembled in the gold or brown, bronze and gold, which is from the videos and the pictures that you see. The only difference is going to be if you want to paint and put yours, sand it, get rid of all the little imperfections. If you're a perfectionist and you are really good at that type of stuff, then maybe this is the kit for you. Let's say you want to put it together, but you're not really sure you want to, do any painting or any sanding or any of that stuff, but you want to modify. Maybe you want to put like a little tray around it, or I don't know, for whatever reason. If you want to save a couple bucks, you can buy it unassembled. They're going to come with the same parts: legs, 2 legs, as well as 7 pieces and some coasters. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, how to assemble it. And I'm going to show you how we assemble it here. You may, obviously assemble it different on your own. I will also tell you, if you are not the kind of person that is taking your R2 apart, upgrading it, working with tools, working with your hands, you do not want definitely this kit. You do not want the random color kit. That is as basic as it gets. You are going to be priming and painting and doing everything yourself. So if you are not that handy person, that's not the kit for you. Do not purchase that kit, all right? Let's say you're handy enough to do some glue, you feel comfortable about it, maybe you got some friends that might wanna help, then maybe you go with a kit like this. But your kit inside is gonna come with, like I said, 7 trays. You're gonna have 2 bottom pieces. They're gonna have the little squares on there. You're gonna have 3 in which the holes are on the bottom. And then you got 2, which the holes are on the top. All right, so I'm gonna assemble a couple of them just to let you know, how we do it. So, we take, this is obviously the end. We take the end piece, we're gonna put it there. It's also gonna come, both kits are gonna come with these pegs, different colors maybe, but brown or gray, you're not gonna see them anyway. And that's what needs to be glued in. Now here we use Gorilla Glue. We've actually experimented with a couple different types of glue. If you have a preference, then certainly go with your preference. We didn't, on some of the prototypes we used hot glue, and that didn't do it for us. It didn't cure enough, and it was a little rubbery, so it gave a little bit of a bounce when you put some weight on the tray. So we've gone to, right now we're using Gorilla Glue, and we're open to suggestions and trying other stuff, but typically what we're gonna do is, we're gonna pop some glue in this hole, pop some glue in this hole, and then I run some glue down here. Then we take some of the pegs, and pop a peg in there. Also get yourself a little rubber mallet too, so that if things don't get in right away, you can smash it down a little bit. All right. Then we're gonna take the next piece, which is the one with the 2 bottoms on there. And if you map it all out before you do this, I've done this, at this point 25, 30 times, so, I kind of know what's going where. But, map it all out first before you get started. Again, glue. You can glue as much as you want. We tend to find the sweet spot as being right about there. We're gonna put some pegs in this one because it's the opposite side. This is going this way. So we're gonna put some pegs in here. Put some pegs in here. Put some glue in here. Put some glue in here. In whatever order you decide to put the pegs in, it's up to you. It's not that big of a deal. And then we put it together like this until we feel it kind of click in there. And then one of the things that we use is we tend to use these little clamps. It's optional. You can put heavy stuff on there if you want. We just use the clamps because we can get them cheap. They're like $1 at Harbor Freight. Takes 12 to do each one, 2 more to do the legs. So then after that, you're gonna get the one with the pegs on the bottom, or the holes on the bottom. Pop that hole up, put a little glue on there. Again, we're gonna match these two up. And again, you might want to get yourself a little mallet just in case they don't go down all the way. Typically, once you put these clamps on, especially, they're gonna go down pretty good. You know, and then you can see, you know, how there's no gaps there. It's all real solid. You know, it's gonna be glued down there really good. All right, so I'm gonna put that to the side for right now. You can see, you know, kind of how the rest of this thing is gonna go. You're going to have, you know, some more of a, you know, alternating these two, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one, and you're gonna have your circle done. All right, and that doesn't matter if you have the already colored kit, the non-colored kit, doesn't matter. It all goes on the same like that. So once you have all that, and you have, you know, it's gonna look something like this once it's completed. And again, it should be firm. You should be able to shake this thing and it shouldn't have a whole lot of wobble. If it does, you're gonna have problems when you start to put some weight on this thing. Regardless of what kit you buy, you're gonna get leg pieces, 2 leg pieces if you will. And the leg pieces are gonna be labeled A and B, A and B. And they're really only gonna go in one way. If you put the wrong one on, it's not gonna fit. But the same thing, it's gonna have some pegs here, pegs in the top. And same thing with the glue. Glue in, glue all around there. And then you're gonna put it in. See, as I try and put that in, it's not going in. So that's probably the wrong one. So if I grab this other leg here, and see how it slides right in. So it's gonna slide in, it's gonna glue. After that, we typically take another, you know, another clamp, and we just kind of clamp it down like that, you know, as it's gluing again, just to get that fixture on there. And then once you get the legs glued, again, you're gonna leave all this out just like this, drying overnight. Your legs are gonna be drying overnight. And then again, you're gonna go A to A, B to B. So in this particular case, you know, you see the B, B, and I don't know how we're gonna put it on there. We might write it on there, we might tape it on there, we're not sure. But what's gonna happen is, when you put these on, they're only gonna go on one way. Obviously the decorations are gonna be on the outside of the R2 unit. And you'll notice that the pegs are offset on the leg. So the leg, when you put it in, is going to match up with the end of that tray. All right, so if you were to put the wrong leg in there, so again, wrong leg, it's gonna hang over. And that's the wrong way. It's gonna be angling the wrong way on your R2. And once you glue these things, because they're plastic, if you glue them in wrong, it's gonna be a problem. If you don't catch it quick, you're going to end up breaking these things out. So we don't wanna see you do that. So make sure you pay careful attention to what you're doing. You know, mock it up first before you start to glue everything down, and you should be fine. We tried to make it as easy to connect. But essentially, once you connect those in, same thing, glue the pegs, you're gonna stick them in there. And then same thing, you're gonna take a clamp if you got one, clamp it down. You know, if you don't, just kind of hold it until your glue tacks on there really good. Again, I'd recommend the clamps. Clamps are gonna really hold this thing down together. And then paint it and do what you want, or paint it beforehand and put it together. But that's essentially it. Again, the kits that we sell assembled are gonna come, when you get a box, they come like this. And you just have to put the legs on, and that's it. If you're buying the unassembled kit, again, 2 different versions, bronze and gold, or the random colors. The random colors are just that. It's whatever we happen to have around the shop. This time of year, our shop gets really busy, and maybe we have a little bit of red left, maybe we have blue, pink in this case. But it is truly a random color. There's really no thought about it, except is there enough left on the roll to be able to print up a piece. And that's about it. So appreciate your purchase, appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. You know, we are a small shop, just, you know, father-daughter, so We're very receptive to feedback and messages, so please feel free to reach out before you buy, after you buy, while you have it, and let us know what you think or any ideas that you have. And again, thanks for your purchase and supporting small business.